get into this whole conversation that we're about to have is your subconscious and your conscious. So you got two of them, they both reside in your brain. So your conscious is kind of like the part of your brain that allows you to take in new things, you know what I mean? And your subconscious is kind of like your memory, if that makes sense. So a lot of the things that you do, like for instance playing basketball, football, you know, I think basketball is a good analogy for it, because you go out there to play, have fun, you just kind of get in the flow state, but you're able to do that because you've replicated some of these moves that you've seen other players do, or you kind of developed yourself along the way of playing the game, you know what I mean? You had to have some type of consciousness to play the game in the first place, to learn what the rules are and how to play it and how to get creative at it. That's like your conscience, you know what I mean? And your subconscious is more the part where you haven't played in 3 months and you get right back on the court and you start having fun again because you remember all the moves and all the times you practice and so on and so forth. So I mean, I hope that gets the point across on what subconscious and consciousness are. But I basically want to make another analogy that's going to make my point make a whole lot more sense. So it's something that I read in a book. It was The Power of the Subconscious is kind of where I originally learned all these things. And it says in the book that your consciousness is basically like the captain of a ship, and your subconsciousness is basically like the workers down below, you know, kind of doing all the work, steering. Well, I don't know if they're steering, but they're kind of, you know, making the ship move efficiently. Well, like everything just flows because of the bottom crew, but they would have no idea what to do if the captain wasn't up there telling them, you know what I mean? So basically what I'm trying to say is your subconsciousness will work overtime to what it believes your consciousness is telling you, you know what I mean? And the cool thing about that is you can kind of play with that, you know what I mean? If you know how to properly do it, it could lead to things such as manifestation, you know what I mean? That's not a fake thing that's been made up by I don't know, gothic chicks and women in general. It's a real thing. It happens to you every day, whether you believe it's happening to you or not. It's happening at every second of the day, whether you're conscious of it or not. So back to my original point, your consciousness is like the captain of the ship, and your subconscious is basically like the workers, and whatever you tell it to do, whatever it perceives as real, I guess normal behavior, your subconscious will carry it out and it'll make it happen. So that's just kind of a myth buster on the whole manifestation. That's kind of what it is. But